Welcome back, awesome Action 3 fans and subscribers. It is Friday the 4th of April 2025. We got yet again another Warhammer the Horus Heresy Legio Custodes figure come in. This is a Custodes Contemptor-Glatus Dreadnought, which looks rather awesome with that sword and shield. However, just looking at the figure on the box, it looks so flat. There's no depth. You can't even see inking on the sort of... Is that a dual flame or the gun part there? It just seems to be lacking lots of coloration where it needs it because it's not breaking up that color. Anyway, I'm speaking too soon as I haven't opened it yet or have a look, but let's have a look at the back. And again, I'm still quite worried about this. It just looks so flat in that gold. It actually looks better from behind if you see the picture here because you've got so many sort of black parts and things and the joints going on. But the front looks just too clean and no depth to it. Anyway, we will open this up and have a look and see what it's like. So I'll be back in an instant with the first look. Stay tuned. And here it is set up. It's actually really quite nice with the shield and the sword. But again, that gold is just, it's too flat. You need to have something to break it up. Whether it's black, you know, like on the shoulder pad, it's got the red and the gold still looks flat there. It's just way too flat, which is a real shame because it's actually quite nice with that sword and shield. Accessories, it comes with 2 additional pairs of hands. Default hands are these hands here, which are sort of the open hands. But you need to swap them around if you actually grip the sword and shield. It also comes with almost obligatory now left and right fist. And then you've got gripping hands, which are swapped around. The nice thing about these hands are the fingers aren't super stiff and are not too loose. So you can actually, the best way to put the weapons on is to put the handle into the hand loose, then insert the handle onto the peg after. Because if the hand's on the peg first and you put the weapon in, there's a chance the hand will pop off the peg. Well, that's what I found. You may find it a bit different. Please consider joining the Patreon, link in the top right of your screen now. You can see all the videos before they're published on YouTube, exclusive content from time to time, and prize draws from time to time too. Okay, close look. I'm going to stand him up a bit straighter here. His hand just popped out there. That's right, let me take his hand out. So we can get a look at the back of the shield. It'd be nice if the wrist joints were slightly stiffer. Otherwise, you need to really heat up the hands a little bit to get them to pop on easily without that joint moving around. Okay. So I will actually bring the camera in this time for the close look. You just see how flat that looks there. That gold's so flat. The head's okay. The sword is pretty nice. You can see. Looks pretty cool. The little cable which is popped out the back there as well. Actually, it's really nice with the colouring. That looks good. You see this one about the shoulder pad. With that red there and the gold looks much better, but it's still very, very flat. And then the back looks better, I think, because of the sort of very dark silver and the black breaking up that very, very flat gold colour. The other thing this has got, which all the other ones have had the issue with, is the toe joints are so loose you can't actually support the weight of the actual figure, which is a shame. Quick look at the shield. The front is, yeah, it's all right. The back, actually, I think is better. Because, again, you've got that breaking up of the colour, that sort of nice tubing, piping work going there. And you've got, like, the 3 colours going on, the gold, the red, and that sort of, well, actually 4, the black and the silver work there. Let me put this back. Then we'll go for his articulation. I will take the sword out. Hopefully his hand won't pop. And you see what I mean about the sword. You need to have inking in there. Some inking in there. The pipe is so nice. Why couldn't I have done the extra effort just on the other parts of the sword? Okay, let's go for articulation. That's a bit straighter maybe. Okay. Same as the other Contemptor Dreadnought, so I'm sure there's been no major changes there. So head, in fact, let me put this up a little bit for this, since we're going to be looking up all the time. It's a bit better. Head Forwards, backwards is actually pretty nice. There is a side to side, and you can turn. It's not too difficult because there's quite a bit of space for your fingers, unless you've got super fat fingers. And unlike some of the other things, with this sort of a inserted cove area where the head's in, it's really hard to turn. Shoulders, all the way around. You've got that nice shoulder roll. You've got articulated pauldrons to a degree. So your hand can go, your arms can go up to about yay far, not quite 90, which is a shame. I thought I'd go higher than that. There's not enough articulation on that. You've got bicep swivels. Your actual bicep bend is under 90 degrees, which is a bit of a shame. And then you've got articulated. You got the articulation on the wrist joint, which is just a ball joint. Which, there we go. And then what just dropped off there? Something dropped off him. Okay, so I've lost an eagle head from somewhere. I'll find that in a second. Not there. So you've got the turning. You've got the, there you are. You've got the sort of movement up and down and side to side. Eagle joint, where was that eagle? Was that the shoulder? The back? All right, I'll find that a bit later. If you spot where that eagle fell off, that little eagle head, do let me know, so I can't see where it's missing from at the moment. Okay, so then we come to the waist, or the trunk. We have a forwards, backwards, which is okay, but some of these parts are getting in the way. Side to side is actually very good, and you can you turn separately? Oh, yes, you can turn separately. Then the waist will turn. There's no forwards, backwards, side to side on the waist. Hips, not very far. Forwards, backwards is a full splits. You've got a roll from the hip. There's no separate thigh turn that I can see. You've got a single knee bend, not quite 90 degrees. Foot is too loose on the ankle for this. That won't support the weight. And you can turn, and the toes actually, I might be telling a lie. The toes look like, no, they can't support the weight either. So the ankles are the issue, I think. They're just not strong enough, strong enough in the joints to hold the weight of this. I mean, it does do it if it's like this, but with wear and tear and play, that is going to loosen up and then not hold its weight. I really want to know where that eagle came from now. You know, I'm going to give it another few seconds to look. Front, is there a missing eagle head from somewhere? Elbow, the sides, must be the other side, I'm sure. I'm trying to find where the eagle head is on the other side, and I can sort of match up where it goes and just glue it on, I guess. I can't see where it is in the moment. Anyway, let's go for its size and then do a comparison. It said, was it 28 centimeters on the box, I think. His legs slightly closer together. Okay, so top of the actual figure is, I'll say less than 28. That's around about 20, just under 26 centimeters, so around about just over 10 inches. So not as big as they said. Let's do some comparisons. First up, let's do the Custodes that we had already from this Horus Heresy line. So you got the our Terminators that came the other day. You can see that they do look very small in comparison, as you would expect. Then we got the that's the Aquilian Terminator, sorry. Then we got the Ventari guys with their sort of jet jump winged backpacks, which are pretty cool. The links of these will be in the top right. Just get them to stand up first. Again, he's much smaller. And those are the only Custodes we've got in the Horus Heresy line. But I will put the Sisters of Silence White Falcon, these are the gold ones because they're gold, in front, who's more of a regular size but still a rather tall woman. And you see that she is tiny in comparison. They do look good together, but you know, this looks much better with his gold inserts. Sorry, the black here. It breaks up that gold, but there's just too much gold going on. There's no shading on the gold. There's no real highlighting. There's nothing to break up that, I'm gonna say, monotony of gold. It's got no real depth, but it's a nice figure. I mean, I quite like it, but again, I won't be keeping. I'll be selling that on probably the end of this month, or in May. I'll start putting stuff on my Awesome Action Toys sales page, or sales group. Sorry, no, sales page on Facebook, and start selling stuff on for bargain prices. So do check that out and like that page. You don't miss when I put stuff up, not just Joy Toy stuff, but other stuff too. Okay, this is Awesome Action Toys signing out. So please like, share, subscribe. Check out the Patreon. I will see you in another video very, very soon. Stay happy, keep collecting. Bye-bye.